Hi, so as part of the Papertronic, we of course need a seat. A seat's really simple, it's three parts. There's the cradle, the seat itself, and then the upholstery. The cradle I got as a template off the net, and the link is in the description below. If that breaks, then just send me an email and I'll send you the PDF. The PDF prints off as 4 sheets that you cut out the shape, glue them together, and that's your template for forming the cradle, and we're going to do that in a minute. The seat itself is a piece of board that looks like this. And once you've got those measurements, then we can cut the board that we fit into the cradle. Obviously, bit of foam, bit of leatherette, got yourself a seat. Let's cut this cradle template out. I've laid them on a bit of 22mm plywood, I think it's 7 ply, and now we just need to cut 2 of those out with a jigsaw. So cut the first one, tidy it up, use it as a template for the second one, draw around it, cut out the second one. Template down to the paper and cutting out with the jigsaw, all I really did was put that template onto another bit and cut around that. Now you're supposed to be able to do this stuff accurately. I can't, so what I do is screw it together. If I've screwed these 2 bits together, then I know everything's in registration. So I cut it out, sanded it screwed together, drilled these 4 holes, all screwed together, so these are in the same place, which is just awesome, and they're the same shape, which is even more awesome. So all we got to do is unscrew them. Because if you're really upset, then you need to put a bit of filler in that screw hole. And now we need to stick some dowels in those holes that I've drilled, glue them in, and mix the cradle. Now the position of the width of the dowels is enough so that this will sit on the actual frame. So this is going to sit on the frame. And now to fix it to the frame, I could use plates, glue, screws, string, carbon fibre, whatever I like. But I just need to glue these in now and whack that together. So when the cradle's all set, it looks like that, which is, to be honest, beautiful. What I'm going to do is use a seat backing, and this is 3.6mm ply, and it's really quite bendy, which is kind of cool. And we're going to bend it in situ. Now I have seen people doing this where they make presses and clamps, layer this up and then bend it in the press. I don't really think that's necessary. What you do is stick it on there, put some glue on, and then we've got a round weight, and you'll see the seat actually bends to shape. So we can stick some screws in there to hold everything in, and then use the cradle as its own press. Now when that glue is dried, we can take the screws out if you want, or we can just leave them in, because remember, we're going to upholster this, we're going to put a big little thick cushion on it, so those screws are going to make no difference at all. So what we do is line it up, put some glue on, give it a bit of pressure, and then a load of screws in there. And that's what it's like when it's screwed together. Now you'll notice I put more screws in here where the bend is sharper. When that glue is set, we can take all those screws out if we want. Now I've used one single piece of 3.2mm ply. You may think that's a little weak, in which case you can lay up 2 or 3 of those if you want. Other thing you could do is you could do adult papier-mâché and just lay on some paper and glue some paper on there. I'm not convinced it needs any more than that, because those are fairly sturdy supports it's got there. I think it's going to be just fine with a single skin like that. So we're going to leave that to dry, and then we're going to upholster it. I say I love the look of this, and there was a huge debate in my mind whether to upholster it or not, but I figure if you're sitting in this for a while, it is going to wear certain bits out. So we're going to upholster it. We're going to upholster it with an exercise mat. This is the high dense stuff, 12mm thick. 2 layers of this is going to give us a 25mm-ish foam there, so about 1 inch or so, so it'll be plenty comfortable, and then a bit of leatherette to cover all of that. Now what we do is cut 2 sections out of this that are the same shape as this before it went on. There's our 2 bits of exercise mat cut, and we spray this with a bit of spray adhesive. And stick one of the exercise mats on. Repeat that and on with the other exercise mat. So before covering this, actually, me and Luke were having a chat about it and a think about it, and to be honest, it's beautiful as it is. I mean, these Day-Glo exercise mats come in a whole range of colours, eh? The general shape of it I absolutely love. So you imagine a couple of legs on there, what you've got is one of those really contemporary artistic chairs. You could make these and sell them. I'm pretty sure you could do that. That's awesome. But I wanted to point that out to you because that is a really nice way of just making chairs, even if you don't want a bike seat. But it is a beautiful thing, and it's really comfortable. So, two things. One, I actually don't think this needs upholstered. You choose the colours and you cut those edges nice. I think it'll be beautiful all by itself, I really do. But I did say I was going to upholster it, so I am going to upholster it. But I'm not going to go into upholstery. I mean, it's a huge subject. There are millions of really good videos on YouTube. I just looked at a couple, and all I'm going to do is use the instructions I was given and stick that on the top of it. So let's upholster it. And that's our seat finished and upholstered. Now it rests right in that crook there, and that's the back, so the broader section goes to the bottom and it fits on like that. Now don't forget that bike actually has that to it, so that gives you your seat angle. Anyway, that's how to make a seat that could be used for a ton of other things as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.